Well, hello. We are going to do slow flow yoga today, and our mindfulness word is courage. Face what is in front of you squarely and fearlessly. Discover the truth held in your heart and act on it. So, all you need today is a chair, a blanket, a bolster, an eye mask, and a strap. And you can probably do all of them without these, but it is helpful to have these props if you have them, or supplement, like pillows, a couch if you need for balance. We're going to do a little bit of balance. Our focus is to lengthen the adductors of the inner thighs and strengthen the calves. Strengthen our quadriceps, our glutes, and core. We're going to work on hamstring and hip adductors, stretch and develop flexibility for challenging poses. We're going to be strengthening our feet and ankles, and this class is good for beginners, senior citizens, or intermediate, or maybe someone recovering from an injury. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go over here to the mat, and I've got my chair because I need it. We're going to start in Tadasana, standing up. So I hope that you have gathered all your supplies. Everything you need is posted ahead of time on my Facebook group. If you're on YouTube, then you just have to maybe pause it and go gather your stuff, because it should be on there too, what you need. So we're going to start with some warm-ups. It's not nighttime here. It's actually a rainy day, which we need the rain. So let's just begin first by warming up our ankles. So let's just do some toe raises up and down, turn sideways and going up on my toes and down, and then back on my heels and down, up on my toes and down, back. Woo. Chair could be handy here. 3, heels, 4, heels. Go up on your toes when I count. 5, heels, 6, heels, 7, heels. That was a fast heel. Try to pause. Woo! My calves are really sore. 8, heels, 9, heels. It's hard on the heels. And 10, and stay up here on your toes, and we're going to pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down full feet, and then up on our heel. I'm going to get my chair. I guess I'm a little off balance today. Sometimes it happens. Some days I'm more balanced than others. And I've just got a couple of fingers here on this chair, and I'm holding on my heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. So you see, everybody has good days and bad days. I hope it's going to be not a bad day for the rest of my poses. So now let's do, I think I'm going to keep this handy since I'm unstable. I don't know why. Maybe it's the barometric pressure, the rain. So I'm going to bring up my foot, and I'm going to circle my right foot around in circles and my right wrist. And then I'm going to reverse that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and point and flex. I'm really my balance. I'm going to have to really work on that. Keep pointing and flexing, and then bring that to stillness. And then we're going to take our knee. I'm at a 90-degree angle, you can see, and I'm just kicking my foot out and around, which makes a great lubrication for that knee joint. 3, 4, 5, and it's clicking. reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to do in and out. So out, in. We want to get this inner thigh adductor muscle at least a little stretching, because we're going to be really working that later on. Let's do a couple more. It's going to do 10. I think that's about 10. And then we're going to just swing the leg back and forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, and bring that to stillness and shake it out. I think that kind of loosened the whole leg. Oh, we should have done, we'll do those in a minute. Let's go back to the other side. I did my right, so now I'm going to work on the left. And we're going to just bring the foot up a little bit, and we're going to do some rotations. 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and point. Well, I'm flexing. Point and flex. 2, flex. 3, flex. 4, flex. 5, flex. Bring that to stillness. Now I'm going to, remember, we're just kicking the foot up and around to lubricate that knee joint. 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to do something with your hand and wrist, you can. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the knee up and out and in. Out, in. Stretching that inner thigh. In, out, in, out, in. 7, in. 8, in. Stand up straight. 9, in, and 10, in. Now, just swinging the leg back and forth to lubricate that hip joint. 2, 3, really bring that knee up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, shake it out. And now let's warm up our arms a little bit. Put my chair back here. I think I can stand on both legs. So let's bring our arms to goalpost. We're going to be using some goalpost for our arms in a little bit. And we're just going to bring them down and up, down, up, down, up. We're going to do our great goddess pose for that inner strength. And last time, up and down. So, and we've done the wrist. So let's do our shoulders up and back. Up and back. 2, up and back. 3, up and back. 4, up and back. 5. Always be standing nice and straight, feet hip width apart when we're in mountain pose or Tadasana. Now let's just shrug our shoulders up as high as we can. Really up, 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 and then let it out with a let's do 2 more. Up. Last one. Up. This is such a great neck loosener. And nice. Chin pointed to chest, but not all the way down. You can see I'm not trying to get my chin on my chest. Just gently to the right side. Look, the chin is moving, and we're leading with our chin. Left, center, right, center, left, center. Sometimes when I'm in class, I see people, they're looking side to side. We're going to do that later. This is your chin leading, not your nose. So last one, right, center, left, center. Now we're going to look right and left. So leading with your nose, Look to the right. Chin's over shoulder. Center. Left. Center. I think more people are familiar with this one. Right. Center, but it does two different things. Left. Center. I think you can feel the different stretch. Last one to the right. Center. And left. Center. Let's take our magic fingers, put it behind our neck, and do a little gentle massage. I really like this part. I love doing neck massage on myself, and this can be done anywhere, anytime. At a red light, when you're stopped, sitting on your desk if you're working, you could take a moment. At the airport, while you're watching TV, just anytime you can give yourself a little self encouragement. It's always good for the body and the mind and the spirit. Oh yeah, getting some kinks worked out. I was a little tight there. Okay, and then we're going to just inhale the arms straight out. Lower. And I think I want to do a couple of side stretches and then a couple of twists. So we're going to inhale the left arm up and exhale as you just tip over to the right side. You can curve your arm over your head. Inhale up and exhale to the left. I'm going very slow. We want to move nice and slow when we're stretching. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. The second one. Inhale up. And exhale to the left. Really holding in your tummies. Pulling from this low ab up. That's the Uliala Bandha. And inhale up. And exhale over. Oh, yeah. This is our last one. Make it a good one. And each time that I go, I feel that I'm stretching a little bit further. Inhale up. And exhale to the left. Oh, yeah. That's a nice deep one now. Inhale up. And exhale, arms down. I'll turn sideways so you can see. I'm going to inhale both hands up in front and exhale as I'm turning both hands to the right. You see my hips did not move. I did not turn my hips. I'm turning my torso. Here we go. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. That way you get a nice stretch through that back. Inhale, center. Exhale, right, which is what we're trying to do. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Oh, yes. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. This is our last twist. Oh, I'm really twisting now. Inhale, center. And exhale, left. Inhale, center, and exhale the arms down. Feels good. And step back to the, step forward to about just a little bit away from the top of your short end of the mat. And we're going to go into our sun salutation. So we're going to inhale up. When you inhale up, really try to bring the rib cage up out of the stomach so you get your tallest height. And we're going to exhale, forward fold, bending the knees slightly. Oh, I should have put that you can bring a block. If you can't get down to the mat, just come halfway up. Or I do have a block handy. Forgot about that for sun salutation. You can have a block. If you have your bolster or pillows, you could use those. That way you're bringing the floor up to your height. And because we're going to hang out here for just a second. And we're going to, now we're going to inhale halfway up and exhale all the way down to your, wherever your down position is. Bend your knees and inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Forward fold. Walk your feet back into down dog. We're going to take about 5 breaths here. If you have high blood pressure, keep your head up above your heart. And you can still participate. If you feel dizzy, of course, come out of down dog, because we're just going to hang out here for a few breaths. Just kind of getting into it, letting my calf muscles stretch down. You may or may not be able to get them all the way to the mat, depending on your flexibility. And it doesn't matter. There may be more up here. And we're going to inhale over into plank. We're going to hold that for a few seconds. And 3, 2, 1. We're going to lower the knees down. Inhale and exhale as you lower the chest and come up into baby cobra. I like to just do baby cobra because I don't want to stress my back. If you're super flexible, you come up into full cobra. But for my this class, I'm just going to suggest baby cobra. And then we're going to curl your toes under. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Keep your feet flat. We're going to inhale and exhale up into down, forward facing dog. So I've got all my leg up off of the mat. I'm really using that arm strength to push up. I'm going to exhale down to my knees. Curl my toes under. Bend my knees. And come back up into down dog. We're doing a variation for beginners or intermediate for people that have other issues. Inhale and walk your feet forward. Exhale, bend to your knees. Inhale the arms up. We're going to repeat that one more time. Inhale up. Remember to pull the ribs up out of the abdominal cavity, which makes you probably a ½ inch taller. Exhale, swan dive down to forward fold using your block or halfway up. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale down. Walk your feet back to down dog. This time we're going to walk our dog out a little bit, taking those few breaths, 5 or 6 little breaths here. Getting that blood to the head if you don't have high blood pressure. Inhale and exhale over into plank. Inhale. Exhale down onto your knees, arching your back, sliding forward, and coming up into your baby cobra or full cobra, whatever is in your body. Inhale. Exhale up into down dog. Remember to try to raise the legs up. You're not on your knees. Exhale the knees down. Come back into like you're going to a child's pose. Lift up into down dog. Oh, yes. Inhale and exhale as you walk forward. So you end up back into your forward fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Bend your knees. Inhale all the way up. Nice. And our next pose is, we're going to do goddess pose with alternating heels up to really build that strength. And then heels together, and then we're going to do moving goddess pose. Then we're going to go into a new pose called Skandasana that I haven't done before. And when we do Skandasana, I'm going to show you before we get into it. You're going to take your hands and interlock the fingers, putting one thumb on top of the other and bringing your index fingers together into Kali Mudra hand pose, which helps to bring balance to your body. And we'll do whichever side you cross. I usually cross my left over my right. The left thumb is the feminine, represents the feminine side of the body, just like the left whole side. The right thumb is the masculine side. So whichever one you do first, remember the next one to cross the opposite for that total feminine masculine balance. Because we all have parts of both. So, here we go, into goddess pose. So we're going to step out into a wide-legged mountain pose with the feet at a 45-degree angle. Find your best goddess pose. If you want to have the chair handy for balance, make sure it's within reach if you need it. It might be in front of you when we're doing the heels and the heels up. Here we go. Bend the knees, inhale up. And exhale, bending the knees and the arms coming into goalpost arms. And we're just going to hold this for about 30 seconds. And then we're going to do the heels. If it is too much, maybe you're just beginning and building that strength, just straighten the legs up and then come back into it when or if you can. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, right heel up, down, left, down, 2, down, left, down, 3, down, tighten the stomach, left, down, 5, down, left, down, 6, down, left, down, 7, down, left, down, 8, down, left, down, 9, down, left, down, 10, down, 10, left, down. Now both heels up. We'll just do 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and moving goddess. There's a little bit of break to those inner thigh adductor muscles. We're strengthening, just moving, and then finally inhale up, straighten the legs, exhale the arms down. Ooh, that was I think we did a minute and a half total. So that's maybe it was 2 minutes. Anyway, we were on our goddess legs for quite a while. If you did all of it, thumbs up. If you did what your body could do, thumbs up. Do what you can. It's the same thing. We're building strength. So now we're going to go into a Skandasana. So I'm going to turn my left toes out towards the short end of my mat. And I'm going to then bend so that my right hip is coming out. And I'm straightening my left leg. And I'm bending my right leg into a 90 degree. Now, if you look this up, you'll see I'm way down on the ground. I can't really do that. Make sure your toes are up to protect your ankle there. And then inhale as you walk your fingers around for a little bit of a twist. And you can vary the stretch in that leg. Try not to lock your knee out by just pressing down and up. So I'm really stretching that inner girdle. And then I'm going to inhale, and I'm going to turn the rest of the way around and bring the left knee down to the mat. And I'm going to inhale up, get my Kali Mudra hands. And you can stay here, or you can come up a little higher for low lunge. And inhaling the arms straight up in the air or straight out, wherever you feel comfortable. You could even do bent arms that way. Now I can't see any of my clocks. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down into mat. And sit back, bring up the right leg for a little stretch. Inhale up, swing the right leg back around to meet the right, and we're going to be in our cat-cow. So I'm in tabletop right now. We're going to do 5 cat-cows. Really press your fingertips into the mat so that it takes the pressure off of your wrist. And inhale into cat. We'll do 3. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale to neutral. And then we're going to do our C curve in tabletop. So I'm going to turn my head to the right and try to press my hips to the right into a C curve or crescent curve in tabletop. Inhale, center. Exhale, everything to the left. It's a little subtle movement. I felt a lot of action happening in my low back there with this nice little movement. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Try not to let your tummy sink. And otherwise, keep a nice, strong, straight back. Inhale, center. We're building strength in those back muscles. Exhale to the left, so we don't have the hunchback. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Last one. Oh, yes, that feels so nice. Really pull in your abs. Suck it up. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. And then we're going to come and sit back into a child's pose. I'm going to move this where I can see it better. I'm going to be on the other side next time. I like to take my legs a little wider in my child's pose. So get in your favorite child's pose, stretching your hands out forward. I like to give a break in between because we're going to go back to Skandasana and low lunge for the other leg. So you're not lopsided. But we'll take a little break here in the meantime. Now do a nice inhale. And on your exhale, bring the right hand to the right. The left hand follows for a child's pose stretch. And just breathe normally. We're just taking a few breaths. On your next inhale, return to center. And exhale, left hand to the left. The right hand follows. And if you really have the left hand stretched out here and you lean down your head into the mat, you feel that nice long stretch through that arm, all the way up to the armpit. Inhale through the center and back into regular child's pose. And then on your next inhale, work your way up. Back into a tabletop. Curl your toes under, lift up to your down dog. Walk your feet forward or forward fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Inhale, bend the knees. And inhale all the way up. Woo, and I'm really sweating. I'm going to have to turn my fan on. It's not as hot outside, so the air conditioner doesn't come on as frequently because it's probably about as cool outside as I have it set. I try to be green. It's set at 76. And when you're working out and it's kind of muggy and humid, I'm sweating. It could be I'm working out too. Probably the most part is working out, doing a good job, and really making that body cooperate. And let's see, we did the left side. So this time we're going to step out to the right. I'm trying to figure out which way I'll be facing if I do that. Oh, we'll see. So feet hip width apart is a good place to start, and we're going to step the right leg out so the toes are facing the short end of your mat. And then we're going to inhale and exhale as I straighten the right knee. So my booty's coming out to the left. I'm going to put my hands down here on the mat. I have to scoot my leg out a little bit further. My toes are coming up off the mat, and I'm crunching down for that nice long stretch in the adductor inner thigh. And then I'm going to inhale my arms around. Really stretching. If you can get down all the way, you can feel free to do that. I like to show it standing up because not everybody can get down here for the beginner. And then got my hands around to the side. I'm going to inhale as I push the left knee up to straight leg, and I'm rotating on my heel around to the left side. And I'm going to bring that right knee down and inhale my hands into my Kali Mudra. Put the other thumb on top. And then you can stay here. If you stay here, try to do the isometric muscles so that you're using the muscles and not just hanging out in a low lunge with no muscle work. Or you can inhale and come up a little bit and bring the hands up overhead, prayer position, or straight ahead. So we're going to hold it about 10 seconds. We're halfway there. 3, 2, 1. Inhale both hands down. Straighten that leg. And bring that leg back. And come down into tabletop. And we're going to go through the same routine. So cat cow 3 times. Inhale cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. One more time. Inhale, cat. And exhale, cow. Inhale to neutral and exhale into your crescent tabletop. I'm looking to the right. Inhale through the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Oh, this feels so good. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Last one. Pull in your stomach, your uddhi, the lower abs. Inhale, center, and exhale, right. Should be getting really loose in there. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. And inhale, center. Exhale back into child's pose. I'm going to bring my knees wider. You can stay if you want to, where they're together. And we're going to inhale and exhale the right hand to the right. Left hand follows. And like I said, now with this one, I have the left hand out straight on the outside. And I'm just leaning into that to get that stretch through that arm. And at the same time, through that side body. Inhale up and exhale to the center. I said that one wrong, but that's all right. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Right hand follows. And now we're really stretching that right arm, right side. Trying to lower the head to the mat if you can. Keeping the booty as close to the ground as possible or to your feet. Inhale back to center. And exhale. Take a nice little break here. Inhale back up into tabletop. And just take your wiggles and tabletop, whatever you want to do. I've got to check. Oh, yeah. We did that. Okay, we're right on where we need to be. So let's do our stand tabletop. And this time we're going to do tabletop circles. So I'm going to inhale and kind of move my body forward. And as I exhale, I'm sticking my right hip out to the right side, circling around, left hip to the outside, and circling back up. We're going to do 3 in each direction. Inhale up here and exhale as you go around in your circle. And then we're going to reverse that. So inhale and exhale, circling around to the left to right. 1, 2, yes. I haven't done this one for a while. And 3. And then we're going to do bird dog and tabletop. I usually do this when I am laying down, cooling down for Shavasana, but this is a good one because we're building strength here in our forearms and our biceps. And if you're tightening your glutes, building some strength there too. So we're going to inhale the left arm and the right leg in opposite directions for our bird dog. And hold it. It's also a balance pose. Really press your fingertips in to get the pressure off your wrist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale those down. Inhale the right hand up and left leg. really stretch. Stretch them. It's like you're being pulled. Someone's pulling your foot and someone's pulling your hand in opposite directions. Hold in your tummies. Tighten your glutes. We're really working here. And exhale down. One more time each side. Inhale, left hand, right foot up. Remember that vision of someone's got a hold of your hand, someone else has a hold of your foot, and they're playing tug of war, really stretching that out, holding in your stomach, and exhale down. Finally, they released you. Inhale, right hand up, and left foot back, stretch. Stretch. We're going to be an inch taller when we finish today. And inhale those down. Come back up into your hero's pose. And if it is in your body today, you can take your hands back behind you and do a variation of camel. I'm on my fingertips. And then I'm going to inhale up and exhale down. Doing a heart pose here, which is just bringing the heart as close to the mat as possible as you lower down. And then you should end up in a perfect Sphinx position. So your elbows are below your shoulders. Fingertips are painted. They're pointing towards the short end of the mat. And while you're here in the Sphinx pose, I like to just kind of pull my body forward, but it's not going anywhere because the friction of the mat has it staying without sliding, which gives a really nice little back release. Oh, we're going to start our cool down. So I want you to inhale the right hand underneath your forehead on the mat and cover it with the right as you exhale down into crocodile pose. Even though we're cooling down, we're still going to be working. Just think about what we did earlier and what you liked or didn't like, what you think might be the most benefit for yourself, and try to do those particular poses throughout the rest of the day or the week. And we're going to inhale as we raise our torso up and bring our arms and our feet up and our arms behind us into locust pose. Really a good back strengthener here. And exhale the right hand down to the mat and the left hand covers it into crocodile pose. I like crocodile pose a lot. It's the best one to settle the mind. On your next inhale, raise the head up. Exhale, arms and hands, arms behind you, feet up and hands up into locust pose. Just going to hold it a few more seconds. Really try to lift that torso up, not the neck, coming back, just the torso, and then exhale down, hands in Sphinx. Good Sphinx pose again. And then we're going to inhale and exhale as we roll over onto our backs. If you have your strap handy, you can grab it because we're going to do a baby pose. Happy baby. Rolling over to my back. And I should have said we should put a loop in your strap. So when we get ready for our baby pose, we'll have it. So make the loop big enough. You can see how it is. So that your legs can be apart. And then we will grab in the middle of the strap to pull down into our baby pose. So this is coming. I'm just showing you how to get ready for it. So when we do it, you're all set. So adjust your loop. If you do not have a strap, then just do your baby pose without the strap. Here we go. We're going to inhale into a nice long stretch. Arms and I wonder what that was. Feet going in opposite direction. I'm going to do a little like you're climbing a ladder. One hand reaching up, and then the other hand as the hips move side to side. Oh, for a little wiggle there. Exhale the arms out into a nice T. Inhale the legs up. So the knees are pointing to the ceiling, feet are on the mat. Take a moment to acclimate to being on your backs. And then we're going to inhale and raise up the right leg and put the hands behind the thigh. And then as you exhale, pull the knee to chest. Inhale, release. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, release. Exhale, knee to chest. Last one. Inhale, release. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, release. Let that leg. Oh, let's go ahead and do the twist. So we're going to inhale and exhale and straighten out the left leg. Nice and straight. The right leg stays up. I'm going to take my left hand and put it on the outside of my left thigh. Let my right hand come out to the right side. Inhale and exhale as you just lay the whole right hip and leg over to the side. My shoulder is coming up, but it's not coming up so that I'm not laying on my side. I want that twist through the center of your torso here. So in order to do that, you need to keep the right hand stretched out. And for a deeper stretch, you can look your head to the right, or it can stay neutral in the center, or it can look to the left, which is the least stretch of all. So you take your body's capacity for that stretch. And we're just hanging out. You probably hear my dog snoring. Now you know it's not me because I'm talking and I can't talk and snore at the same time. On our next inhale, take the left hand off the outside of the thigh and exhale, place it on the inside as you help the right leg come up slowly. Place the right foot on the mat and inhale the left foot up. So you have both feet up now. Inhale both to 90 degrees. And exhale as you bring your torso up, and I interlock my fingers, and I'm going to come up and I'm just going to roll that low back on the mat. And you can roll all the way over to both sides, whatever feels good to massage that low back. Oh, then bring that to stillness and exhale both feet down. Inhale the left leg up only, hands behind the left thigh, and as you exhale, pull the knee to chest. Knee to chest on the left side. Inhale, release. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale to release. Last time, exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, release. And as you exhale, straighten the right leg out completely. Inhale, bring the left hand out to the left side, and exhale the right hand over to the outside of the right thigh. And inhale and exhale as you let that nice side twist. Whew, it's tight. Roll over. I like to keep my left hand on top of my right hand on top of the left thigh because it adds a little bit of pressure, which kind of makes a nice extra, like holding it down. I'm anchoring my left foot. Otherwise, if I lift it up, it kind of comes out of the twist a little bit. Don't push on that leg. I'm just letting it rest there. And then I'm looking to the left, or you can look straight up or to the right. Whichever variation works for you. Uh-oh, I forgot to do our squat. I bet some people are cheering about that. We're supposed to do that in between our goddess pose. Inhale, and on your next exhale, bring the right hand to the inner thigh and help that leg up and over. Stretch the left leg out. Do a nice long body stretch. Maybe rotate the wrist and ankles. We did a lot of work on the wrist with our down dogs and planks. I gotta check my time. Okay, we're perfect. So, I'm just gonna lay here for a second. And then we're gonna inhale both feet up. And exhale my arms down by my sides. I lock my palms down. They can be palms down or palms up. And on your next exhale, we're going to raise up into our bridge pose. Great one for strengthening the legs. It's really good for your digestive system. I'm just going to hold it here for a few seconds. And we're going to pulse. So we're going to bring our hips up towards the ceiling, our pubic bone up towards the ceiling. And here we go. Pulse 10 times. Pulse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And really hold it at that highest bridge. The glutes should be super tight. And exhale as you lower all the way down. Inhale, knees up, and roll your back side to side. A little gentle break is always welcome. And then inhale and exhale the knees down. And we're going to lift the hips up just a little bit and move it over to the right side about 1.5 inches. Straighten the legs. We're going to come into our banana asana. Inhale the arms overhead. And as you exhale, the left leg comes to the left and the right leg follows. You can hook your ankle over the left ankle if you want and bring the torso all to the left. Keep your hips down for a great crescent pose or banana asana. So hold it here. This is a great one if you're having sciatic issues, piriformis, SI joint. It's good for all that. All that down in that lower hip, low back issues, pain. Inhale and exhale as you release the feet. Torso follows. Inhale the feet to the mat. And exhale as you lift up and center. Straighten everything out for a nice long body, full body stretch. Ooh, that feels good. Inhale up and like a bridge. Exhale the hips up and over to the right, no more than 2 inches. Exhale the feet out straight, or they're going to feel not straight. And bring the right leg to the right. Left foot follows. It can cross over to anchor. Torso to the right. Great stretch now through the left side of the body. If you have low back problems for maybe sitting too much, this is your go-to pose to undo all of that sitting and hunching forward. And 3, 2, 1. On your next exhale, release the feet. Bring them back to center. Torso to center. Inhale the legs up. And exhale the hips up and lower down so that your body is completely centered and in alignment. Lower the feet. Full body stretch. And get ready for your Shavasana. So gather your bolster, your blanket, your eye mask. Remember to come up nice and slow if you're having to sit up like I am to get my stuff. I like to have my bolster under my knees. Oh, we forgot baby pose and we got all ready for it. Oh well. I did instead of baby pose, I forgot actually, but I did crescent pose. Sometimes I go with kind of what my body feels like it needs more. And today I think I needed that side stretch. I planned the baby pose to do a little extra stretch on those hamstrings, but we did a lot of other stuff. That's the great thing about yoga. Sometimes you have all planned and wrote out. And then your body says, no, I want to do this instead. So hopefully you're about ready for your Shavasana. I'm getting ready for mine. And we're going to do a box breath here to get into your Shavasana mindset. And I chose box breath today because our word is courage. I hope you had the courage to at least try all the things we did and maybe adapt them to what your body said it could or could not do. And I have to cover up because I got the fan going now. I'm cooling off. But box breath is the Navy SEAL breath, and I figure they have a lot of courage. And how you do that is we will inhale to the count of 4 through the nose, hold 4, exhale through the mouth 4, excuse me, and hold 4. And we're going to repeat that maybe 3 times. And so I'm just going to say nose, that means inhale, and I'll count, hold, mouth, exhale. Okay, here we go. Nose, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, mouth, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, nose, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, mouth, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, nose, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, mouth, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and just relax. Before you just jump up out of your Shavasana, keep your eyes closed down and maybe move your bolster or blanket or box, whatever you had under your knees, or maybe you had nothing. And take some last minute stretches. Music. one last minute big stretch and yawn. And then when you're feeling ready, roll over onto your right or left side. Right's for heart health, left is for digestion. Get back up here so I can show you how to come up, which I did come up that way. If you weren't looking, I always come up that way. And you take your arm on the top and just gently press yourself up. See, with the head coming up last. That's for back health. So, and as we age, we have to really do things the correct way so we don't get hurt. And if you make it a habit when you're younger, then it will feel very natural and it will be a muscle memory, and you will keep that back nice and healthy without straining it. So I hope you enjoyed the courage class and that you had the courage to try that Skidasana. It is a great exercise for building up for squats and staying longer in your goddess poses and a bunch of the other poses of getting up and down, lunge, low lunge, high lunge, all that. So it's a building pose. And then my quote, life shrinks in proportion, life shrinks in or expands in proportion to your courage. So have courage. That's from a site called Everyday Power. I'm going to use some more quotes from them. I like it. Rubbing our hands together, bringing warmth, joy, love, and courage into our heart centers today. I bow and honor the light in you and ask that you honor the light in others. And next week, I'll have a courage class in the chair. So chair courage. And ta-ta for now. Have a great rest of your day and evening next week, next month. Can't see my bar. There we go. It's hiding